Every single one of us as human beings have a choice. And it's not just one choice. It's an infinite amount of choices that we are given on a constant basis, every day, all the time. That is both the blessing and the burden of being a human being, of incarnating into these bodies that we know. I was debating on what type of energy I wanted going into this reading, what type of energy Spirit was calling me to share with you tonight the most. I debated a couple. I thought, I had these sort of things planned out to say and things like that I wanted to get into that I trust that we will. And if you're watching this, I trust that this is something that is for you. But as I was sitting and reading some of my own cards here, Spirit was reminding me of some critical information about each of us, how we are coming together as a collective and raising the collective consciousness of this earth. So if that's something that you want to talk about, this reading might be for you and is for you. My candle is just... Hello, everyone. It's so good to be back on. I took a couple of days. It was Valentine's Day and my anniversary, and I missed you all very much. I hope you've been well. My name is Sari, by the way, Sariana. I have what do I have? I have so much fun reading for you. Because I'm not just reading for you, I'm reading for all of the energy that I have access to. So it's for me, it's for people that I love as well. This is a vulnerable space and it's also an honest one. So if that's something that you jive with, I just welcome you into the community that I am building here. But anyway, all bringing this around to what the core message that Spirit really wanted to reiterate for me tonight, which is being your own teacher as well as being willing to be a student. You're a student of the universe and you're a student of those around you all the time. And if you're a conscious and aware person, you know that you're always learning from others. You know that that you don't know everything. I'm already talking to smart cookies. You guys know what I mean. And you've also seen the opposite end, and you've seen people who are rigid. You've seen people who are unwilling to hear others and are unwilling to learn about the world or anything from someone else's perspective. But this great teaching and this great student-teacher energy was coming forward before I began recording this. And I got an amazing channeled message in the moments prior to recording this that I did record. So actually, I'm going to think about it through this reading if I'm going to like stitch the video with that video where I got the channeled message, because it started coming. So I was already planning on doing a reading tonight. So I just hit record because so many things were coming forward. But we'll see. I might share it with you all. I'm already thinking that I'll probably stitch it in. Because, I mean, why not? I'm here to try to show you that this is possible and that you should listen to yourself and you can listen to yourself. Because what am I doing than just sitting here listening to myself talk? Think about it that way. It's kind of weird. It's kind of not weird. Trippy though, right? Because I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm trusting that if you're here and you're listening to me, that I'm talking to you. So, that being said, talking about this learning and teaching polarity here. I mean, the best teachers are always learning from their students as well. So there's just literally this whole beautiful picture being painted for me. Maybe you had a really important teacher, somebody that learned from you, that you can tell learned from you. I also got the message of the greater purpose, that there is a greater purpose to all things. And I know that the analogy of, or the metaphor of the bigger picture is often translated into being a puzzle, right? This great grand puzzle that we're all a part of, that all of our pieces will fit together to create. And that's one that I've seen often and I've heard often. And I've even thought of it myself for very long. But something different came through with this this metaphor tonight. And it was all about choosing. It was this perspective on it where Spirit was showing me the puzzle being put together on this universal scale. This vision came through. And it was each person individually fulfilling their role, each soul fulfilling their role in the great grand scheme. But in order to put a puzzle piece into place, you choose where it goes, right? And you choose to put it there, and you choose to connect it with the pieces next to it. It doesn't happen unless you physically take that energy and plug it in. And this was coming forward about our choices. And Spirit was showing me, and I'm sort of reiterating what I said in that channeled message that I got right before I started recording this. And it's that you can still choose, okay, to plug your piece into the puzzle without first knowing what all of your, it's like a puzzle within a puzzle, okay? All of your pieces are present before presenting yourself to the great grand scheme, to the puzzle, and saying, here's my piece, allow me to plug it in to this. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, it's a very complex vision that was coming through about this puzzle. Okay. This energy is a little bit different than what I've worked with before, so just bear with me. Thank you if you're still watching. These are insights and things that are coming through to me and I ask Spirit before every reading, before I sit down, to just speak through me to the collective, and what they need to hear the most will be prioritized in my readings. And also, please use your own discernment. This is the core of the message of you being your own teacher and student, right? That being said, if you are a wise person, or you are a teacher, or you are somebody who allows insights to come forward for you from other beings, you will have a discernment of knowing, well, I don't know if I agree with that part. Well, this part sounds pretty good, but that part just did not jive with me. Like, that is part of your specific frequency. That is part of your specific, like, what your soul is here to do, what you need to know, and what information you need to know at what time. This is all part of it. So take what feels good, take what feels true for you in your heart. The rest of it isn't for you, or is for someone else, or is just my thing. Like, I'm never sharing it from a place of, you have to believe this, and if you don't, then you're yada yada yada. This is something we are taught in the society that we have created within this Matrix freaking 3D world, okay? So I invite you with love to just let that go. Let your ego step to the side when you're receiving information, and then strategically use it to discern. This is a pretty advanced kind of work here, but if you're resonating with this message, you're gonna know what I'm talking about here. Okay, I'll just leave that there, because I'm not gonna say too much more about that. But just know that if you're here and you're listening and you resonate with this, I see you. And I hear you. And I know. Okay? And I love you. You got this. That was a pretty intense opening message. I'm not gonna lie. This is beautiful, though. I've been really craving and just like my heart has been leaping out of my chest to read for energy that's been happening ever since this full moon, this Leo full moon. I'm just clearing my space a bit and just kind of as I get the cards out. So we're gonna get cards out. I know that's probably why you clicked anyway on this video, if you're just like clicking me for the first time. But this is all coming through for a reason. Okay, that's what I'm trusting, Spirit. I've been itching to read for this energy. This full moon was an absolute doozy. It was a doozy, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. So that being said, I wanted to get into the energy of where we're sitting with this energy here after this full moon in Leo. This was one of the most intense full moons that I've had in recent memory. The Aquarius full moon was, I was thinking about the Aquarius new moon, actually, which was very intense for me. I have a lot of Aquarius placements. But this Leo was different. It was transited by, I encourage you, if you're into astrology, to look into all of the transits that occurred as well, and with this moon, if you're interested, if that piques you, because It was pretty crazy. But I'm sending you so much love. I know that it was very emotional, regardless of what your placements are. It was an emotional time. So I wanted to get in with the Tree of Life Oracle here for us, Spirit, for the collective. I have just been working with this deck a lot more, and I just really love it, and I love the way that it speaks. So I'm just going to see where our energy is at after this full moon. I did 2 other readings about this moon cycle. That's how you know also this one was really potent. I just like was freaking, I was like, what is happening right now? I like had to sit with Spirit a whole bunch, and just like really hone into that energy, and oh boy did I plug into that full moon. I won't go into like that unless, and maybe in like another video or something, but just for this reading I'm just letting you guys know I was part of that. Okay, so let's see where we're sitting for this full, after the aftermath. Sorry, Spirit, thank you. The aftermath, because that's legit what it feels like. Just want to laugh. Okay, let's see what came forward here. Wisdom, mercy, victory, and kingdom. We have Saturn energy. We have Neptunian energy, Venus energy, and Earth coming forward. I feel like a lot, okay, I feel like there's like a masculine energy and a feminine aspect that's been awoken. So it's like, I'm getting this like Earth Mother energy. And we also have this Divine Masculine coming forward. This is like big scale. Like, this is what I was saying. Like, this is like big ideas. Sitting on that throne. It's like this Zeus figure with this lightning bolt. There's Sagittarius and Pisces energy coming forward as well. An eagle, a horse. There's some sense of crown chakra, understanding. Some sort of click. Okay, yeah, some sort of click that happened. We have at the bottom the Chariot. Concentration. The Lotus, Cancer energy. I know that this reading is unconventional, and I understand that, Spirit. But there's a path for unconventionality on the within the web of the world. I'm just seeing like you don't do things like everyone else. You don't do things the same as your family. You don't do the same things your friends are doing even. If I'm connecting with you, you might have been the odd one out in all your friend groups. Growing up, in school, in like online spaces, maybe even. Like, people might have included you to a degree, but you like could always see the writing on the wall everywhere you went. And it made people feel a little bit odd. And that doesn't mean bad. It's like people noticed about you that you were different. People noticed that you had certain qualities about you that were very wise, that were very knowing. Even at a young age, even like in school or grade school. Like I'm hearing grade school. Maybe even you got in trouble sometimes. Oh, Maybe even you got in trouble sometimes because you would like point out stuff that some adults were doing or something. Like, it, this is for some people. It's for some people. You didn't like tattletale, but you could like tell when shit was not right. Like you had more of a you had like a bigger heart than some of those who were tasked with caring for you. Oh my God, like I want to cry. And victory, this is what I feel like this is our feminine energy that we're talking about. I feel like you're going to create something that's so beautiful. If this is you, if I just described you, you are going to create something that is so beautiful, and it's going to open doors. Look at this door. Oh, look at this door above her head, and it's like in this tree that's a face. But right above her on her crown chakra, this understanding is coming forward for you. Oh my God. Wow. You grew it. I'm hearing this. You grew it. Let me get into the tarot. I feel like the tarot has a message here for us about this feminine activation. Yeah, there's the feminine and then there's the masculine activations happening. I'm so proud of you. You chose it. Being here. You chose being here. The 9 of freaking mother freaking cups just fell out. Flipped over right in front of me. The Queen of the Queen of Pentacles. We got, oh my gosh, we got the 2 of Cups here. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this was not easy. This didn't feel like all... Okay, I want to cry. Hold on. Try not to cry. Being so deeply in your loving, creative, feminine energy, allowing yourself to be loved, awakening that side of you, that soft side of you once again, because it's always there, okay? Even if it wasn't, even if you couldn't lead with it before, you can now, okay? By the way, you can now. You are allowed. I'm so sorry. But this moon has activated within you some beautiful, hopeful, feminine energy that is so soft and nurturing. But being that way, if you know, you know, okay? It is not a walk in the park every mother freaking day to be that way, to choose that. And Spirit is saying with these cards, with this 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and 2 of the Queens coming out here. Excuse me. That you've mastered this in some way. That is going to ease many of your wants and desires. I'm hearing like taming them, because you're going to have the fire and the magnetism and the creativity and the hope and the passion and the softness that you're going to need to create what you wish. It's not going to feel like this for much longer, if any more, because of this activation. That's what's coming through for me with these cards. This Earth Mother, this kingdom. You are on Earth. You are on Earth. Wow. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, feminine, under the surface, like true heart layers of work that has been done here. And it's going to, with the Queen of Pentacles, like, you have resources now within you and around you too, I'm hearing. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. You have the resources and you have the cognition to be able to recognize those resources when you have them. You've become a feminine magnet to your desires. Like, that's so beautiful. This Two of Cups and Nine of Cups, like, this is what you're ruling over. There could be divine union, soulmate energy, twin flame. I know some people resonate with the twin flame. But this is like twin heart. This is like soul family. This is the people that you're meant to learn from, who are meant to learn from you, who you fill each other's cups up. Look at that. And the angel, like, and with this is just Leo energy to me. This moon just really did this for us. Oh my goodness. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. So do we have I want to get some advice out for this feminine aspect here while we're sitting here. I'm just going to use this Witch's Garden Tarot. Thank you so much. Okay. 10 of Pentacles right away. So now that you've activated this feminine energy, what are we going to create with it? What are we creating with this feminine energies? Already seeing an art project. Some of you are painters, sculptors. What are we creating? Also, like, what are we leaving behind by activating this energy? Page of Wands and Page of Cups coming forward. Thank you. Yeah, you're creating something with the innocence of a child, your inner child. You're going to be working with your inner child more in a more loving and nurturing way. Yeah, yes. Thank you. It's like you're gonna be so kind to your inner child that your inner child is going to, like, freaking fuel your fire like crazy. 10 of Pentacles again. Oh my God, we have the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. Again, this is so beautiful. In our advice position, it's like the children. Oh my goodness. This is making me smile because this is getting back to, like, the Empress has encompassed all the queens. The Empress has mastered all of the elements, and she sits in a place of tranquility and comfort and ease because she has mastered these elements in an earthly way. I feel called to just say this. She's different from the High Priestess, in that the High Priestess is on the spirit level. Like, I almost want to say, like, she's on a different plane of existence. The Empress is the earthly mother of all of the elements. I'm just gonna put that there, okay? But with her coming out in this, like, advice sort of, like, what are we going to do? We're gonna birth our creations, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make our... We're gonna plant our seed. We're gonna, like, light our fires. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Like, genuinely thrilled to fucking see this. I'm so happy to see this. I'm resonating with this, which is how I know it's for more than just me. This is such a positive... This is such a beautiful rounding out of this energy that's been activated here. I know we still have the whole masculine side to get into, which I'm so excited to do. I hope that you're enjoying this reading. I'm just going to post it no matter what, if I think it's good enough or not, because this is... I'm just blown away by this, and I'm so excited. I feel like I need to keep it moving and shaking. I don't want to lose anybody. I just get so... The energy is so delicious that I just want to stay in it for as long as I can. So if that's not your style, that's totally fine. I feel like it gives people a chance to just, like, really soak it in and just think about it. Because I'm also thinking about it, and my thoughts are your thoughts, and we're all one. So hopefully that made sense. Okay. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. So I want to get into the masculine energy side of things. We have this wisdom and this mercy card coming forward from the Tree of Life. Divine masculine, abundance, big ideas, big picture. We have two of the divine masculine figures just sitting in their thrones here. You definitely have Saturn coming through. Here, I'm just checking something really quick. This is all relevant. Yeah, Uranus. Okay. Yeah. And where is it? Taurus? That's my official guess. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a break. I'm just a person. Yeah, Taurus. I was right. Okay. This revolution energy. Ooh! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and look. Just like look. The Uranus symbol as like Taurus is like right there. It's just like perfect. That's exactly where we are right now. Thank you, Spirit. And we got Saturn on this side. How exciting. Okay, so we have wisdom, spark, the divine masculine. Yeah. Also, Mars is retrograde. I just feel called to mention at this time of this video being recorded, Mars is currently retrograde, and it goes direct next week. So next Monday, I believe, Mars will be stationing direct, which will, I feel like, ease a lot of frustration. So maybe like look into your Mars energy of what and where that is for you. What your relationship is to Mars. Okay, I just felt called to call that out quickly. And we have this like physical energy of this masculine energy. Abundance. We also have gratitude coming out. All right, let's get into the tarot about this masculine activation from this moon that we had in video. shaking the whole town. The Devil coming forward and the Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Cups at the bottom. Five of Wands flipping over here. Oh, and the 10 of Wands fell out as well in the reverse. Wow. Okay, so we have a little bit to unpack here, and the Knight of Cups. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups coming forward, which makes sense. Okay. Splitting to the Emperor. Wow. Okay. Some of you are, I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, some of you are coming to terms with let me say it a little bit more delicately. Some of you had been holding yourself hostage to an old energy, to an old conflict energy. I'm just gonna like show you guys what I mean. I'm just gonna let the Devil like peek out, because that's sort of like just how I feel like the energy is. Oop. You've been chained, I'm hearing. You've been chained to like a conflict. This could have been the conflict that came forward in one of the other readings that I put forward recently, where I talked about, in that reading, the energy came forward of like a conflict that somebody presented to you, and this is the exact card also that came up with that reading. With this Knight of Pentacles, it was like somebody presented you a conflict and was like, you have to deal with this now. Good luck. And you were kind of like, well, no. But then you could have still put that onto yourself, like internally, even if you didn't fight the conflict, even if you didn't engage in the conflict with others, you still had the conflict within you. That energy is what I'm talking about. So a lot of you have been in this release mode of this conflicting energy within you or outside of you, or it could be both. Some of you did engage in the conflict, I'm hearing. It's neither here nor there. It's not about the conflict itself. It's about the energy of burden that you put onto your own shoulders, onto your own energy, about this conflict. With the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles coming forward, it's like the Emperor's like sending out his troops. That's like what I'm getting here with the way that these cards have landed. This Knight of Cups energy, there could be also like a message. Ace of Swords, just, yeah. Okay, whoa, I'm just rocking the house. Sorry about that. I know, I'm reading this energy right here live with you, so it's like, you know, shit's gonna go down. This Ace of Swords, this is this masculine. I'm feeling this. This full moon has helped you release some of these holds, these chains that were chained around your ankles or something. It was like you were trying to go forward. I'm getting this picture of like somebody trying to go and they're trying to walk their path, but it's like there's this chain around their ankle and there's this like weight on the other end, and it's like kind of stinky and like annoying and like scratchy, and usually they just like kind of just like stop for a second and they like rub their ankle and they're like, oh God, this weight is so annoying when I'm trying to go forward. And then they just keep on trekking with it and they keep on pulling it on behind them. But this full moon has helped illuminate the fact that you had the key in your pocket the whole time to unchain the chain and fucking let it go and continue on your path without that. It's literally coming through as this like this picture of somebody. So it's giving yourself the authority. It's giving yourself the authority to make decisions about how you're going forward in the world. It's not about what other people think about you. It's not about what other people put onto you. Like, you don't have to carry anything that isn't yours at the end of the day. And somebody needed to hear that. You don't have to carry something that isn't yours at the end of the day. If you can see the writing on the wall, and if I'm connecting with you, I assume that you can. If you can see the writing on the wall, if you believe in yourself and you believe yourself, if you know your own heart, if you know your own wisdom, if you truly and wholly believe with all of your spirit and your whole being that you know yourself deeper than anyone else knows you, you don't have to, like, fucking worry so much, dude. Like, you don't have to. You just don't. You've done the cord cutting. You've cut them. You energetically cut them off. For some people, a while ago, and it's still weighing on you. And stop. With love, release it. With love, release the burden and release the weight. I fucking promise you that you'll be okay. I don't know who I'm talking to right now or who needs to hear it this way. But you are allowed to release what is weighing on your heart. You are allowed to not carry somebody else's energy, someone else's opinion, someone else's story as your own. Just because you are a good heart, just because you have a good heart, you know you have a good heart. You don't have to prove it to every Nancy out there. Okay? You don't. If they don't believe that you have a good heart, like, okay, tough for them. Because you have a good heart, you would have shared it with them had they wanted it, had they cared about it, had they cherished it. You don't have to sacrifice yourself anymore. That's what you release with this full moon. And I'm also getting this revolutionary energy. This is on a grand scale, and this is on a personal scale as well. And I say that with full confidence. And as much as you might think, oh, it's just me going through this, it's not. It's not just you. As much as you may have been isolating yourself, you're not actually alone in what you're going through. The collective is all going through this energetically in different ways, in different circumstances. There are different storylines attached to the energy, but the energy cycles are remaining regardless. Okay, that kind of got off track a little. But I'd be yapping. And this is my channel, so I can do that. You were given... I kind of just want to open the window a bit because it started to rain and it's beautiful. It will always rain. It will always rain again. Like... You've washed away a lot of things that weren't serving you. Oh my God, congratulations. I'm hearing like you stopped doing something that was hurting you. Or you're going to. Like, this is in the release energy for you. Like, and the activating the masculine energy as well. Like, you're gonna give yourself the permission. You will. If you're watching this, you will. Or you have already. Give yourself the permission. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need the permission of people who don't fucking love you or don't fucking care about you to do what your heart desires. You just don't. I'm so sick of pretending like we need to do that. I'm so sick of pretending like we have to be our critic's number one favorite person in order to be good enough. Can we please let that narrative die? The only person who is allowed to judge you, my little candle just went, is you, baby. Again, was also coming through for me right before. Here, let me find what I was writing here. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Q&A with yourself. What do you believe in? On a large scale? On a personal scale? What do you believe about love? What do you believe about family? What do you believe about energy? What do you believe about your emotions and what they mean and what they are? What do you believe about your body? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about yourself? Define that. Define what it is that you believe about yourself. And then go crazy, take it a step further, apply those beliefs to your life. Extra challenge with love. Apply your beliefs that you believe about yourself to your life. Take your own advice. You need your own medicine. Identify it. Identify it for yourself. Who the hell are you? Write it down on a fucking piece of paper. This shit doesn't have to be that complicated. And I don't know who I'm talking to like this, that's coming out very and kind of aggressively, I'm not gonna lie. So it's coming out with love because I fucking love you. And I care about you. And you should care about you. And you should care about what you think. Not what people who don't love you think about you. That came up so aggressively with this devil and this 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like, stop carrying it then. If it's not making you fucking happy and it's not making you feel good about yourself, stop carrying it. Stop putting it in your backpack every time you leave the house. Stop checking to see if everything is okay all the time with things that you don't even love, with things that don't even matter to you. Like, legitimately identify that for yourself. Journal it out, write it out, yell it out, sing it out, dance it out, whatever you need to do to transmute that energy into something useful, do it. I'm telling you, there is no way that it could go wrong if you acknowledge it and you start believing yourself. I feel like some of you could have had this complex maybe as a child, that you thought that everybody thought you were lying all the time. Everybody just thought you were making shit up. But really, you just be knowing. Like, really, you just had an inner wisdom and then this very wise energy about you going on. But maybe people just didn't really take stock into that. Like, they didn't believe you. And so they just gaslit you into so that you thought that you were a liar too. I'm talking to people who legit have sat in front of the mirror and been like, am I a liar? Have I manipulated everybody in my life? But then you like really think about it hard, and you're like thinking about all of your intentions that you've ever had in any relationship, or like anything you've ever tried to do creatively, and you know that your intentions are good. Like, you know that your heart was pure at the time. You've done the inner work to know this about yourself, so believe it fully. Like, you have permission. You have permission to believe this about yourself. Okay, you are a honey bun sugar plum pumpy yumpy yumpkin cinnamon roll. And you know it. Okay? This is for some people, and I hope that if it was for you, that you're hearing this right now and that you're understanding what I'm trying to say. And that you're hearing it with love, because that is all that I ever want to give into this world. So, Spirit, by releasing this conflict, by releasing the burden of this conflict, let's see what the advice and how we're going to take that energy forward. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Okay. Judgment and the Four of Pentacles. Stability, financial stability, even is coming through here. It's like there was something that was blocking you. Here, Wheel of Fortune. There was something that was blocking you energetically from the energy of like feeling unstuck. I'm seeing this statue here in my mind's eye. I'm like seeing like the stone crumble away, like to reveal the King of Pentacles underneath, like, and like he was trapped under there the whole time. Like he was disguised as the Four of Pentacles like statue with all of these like ivy vines growing up. Maybe he'd been stuck there for a while. And this full moon like came in, like these shining rays could be of the full moon too. The full moon just shone into a crack in the statue, okay? This is all coming through. I love this. And it revealed underneath that the mother freaking Emperor, also the Queen of Swords coming out, underneath. The Emperor underneath. The King of Pentacles underneath. Holy balls. It's like this is the thing that needed to happen. Like this is the release that needed to happen. Once you release this old burden, once you release this old conflict that was like, you might have been obsessing about it. Like I'm hearing this, like you were obsessing about a certain conflict that happened, and like obsessing about what the people involved thought about you in the end. Like it's very like dramatic. Sound is, but I'm just gonna close the window in case. With Judgment coming out. It's like everyone's together now. Like, I'm also hearing like everyone involved will get their judgment. It's not up to you. It's up to no one in particular or individually to bring about any karma or justice on a universal scale. It's almost this unavoidable structure that occurs. The devil again. Oh my god, in reverse. Yeah, like it was holding you there in this state of illusion almost. Like it was like, was it actually holding you, or could you have gotten away the whole time? It's going back to this like thing around your ankle. How you're just like, oh my God, this is so annoying. I can't believe this is still happening. Like, ugh. Not realizing like you were feeding into the energy of it by dragging it along with you. If you would have just left it, or if you just leave it where it is, where it lies, and detach yourself from it, suddenly you're able to move forward. Suddenly you're able to just like not have this thing connected to you anymore. Like, you're able to discern when something is supposed to be with you and when something is not, because it will feel a certain way in your body and it will feel a certain way to you. You are very intuitive, and trust that. Eight of Swords and reversal, like, you are released. The full freaking moon helped you with this release here. Oh my God. And the reflection of the pond, like, it's reflecting parts of you that you needed to come to terms with in order to release this. How would you know to look in this pocket of your jeans if you didn't know? It's coming forward a little strange, but I'm just gonna rock and roll with it because we're almost at an hour anyways. But honestly, you guys, I needed this, and I hope that you needed this too, because I genuinely am so happy to deliver this message to you, because if you're hearing this, I am like, you know what it is. Like, you know what you've released. And if you don't, do a little bit of journaling or meditation on that. Like, take what you can from this reading, but like, you released yourself and the moon helped you. So I also really want to say to be conscious of the Chariot. Huzzah! Like, I just want to say, like, huzzah! Like, be conscious of the masculine energy that be conscious of the masculine energy that you are putting forward. Just be careful with that. But knowing when you're in your masculine energy versus when you're in your feminine energy is also coming up here, as well as a lot of this world energy, like overarching, big picture, you're a piece of the puzzle type of vibe. I know this reading kind of went all over the place. I'm like, if it's not your style, then I'm so sorry. Then I'm not for you, and you're probably not watching this anyway. But I just intuitively work with the energy, and I use the cards and other tools to help attune me to that energy and help me to read it for you. So if you don't resonate with it, that's okay. But I just appreciate being able to do this at all. So yeah, I just felt called to say that. We're going to be knowing a lot more soon. I'm hearing in the next 5 months. Within the next 5 months, we're going to know a lot more than we thought we would. That's what I'll say. That's where I'll leave that. With that Uranus energy, okay? Yeah, I think I'll leave that reading there. That was kind of a lot that came forward. I love you. I am so proud of you for going on the path, seeking your own truth, believing yourself, really loving yourself. I know this journey has not been peaches and cream, confirmation burp there. But you're doing it, and this moon cycle has rocked so many people that I know, genuinely, even if they're not doing their specific like things are changing rapidly in the 3D world. So I just hope that this helped a little bit, maybe provide some light, shed a little bit of light and illumination on what energy we've activated, what energy we've released, and what we can do with that moving forward. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. This is a little bit of a long one, so thanks if you stuck it out to the end. I love you literally so effing much. You don't even know. But if you want, give a little thumbs up and comment something. If something really like spoke to you, I would just be so freaking elated to hear what you have and what came through for you during this reading. But yeah, as always, I will see you guys next time. I hope to record many more videos in the coming few days here. I have a bit of a like travel plans coming up at the end of February, so I'm going to try to just post a couple more readings and get them ready for you guys. But yeah, I love you, and subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. Okay, all right, we'll talk soon. Bye.